Good evening. Good evening. How's everyone doing? Apologies. Sorry I had to reschedule. Sorry I had to reschedule. It just be like that sometimes. But we're here now. Thank God. And hopefully I'll be able to get through this live without being interrupted. We will see. Either way, we'll be okay. Either way, hope everybody had a good day today. A good productive day. Everybody took care of their business. If you have any goals that you have set, hopefully you work towards them today. Anywho, let's get started because it's not going to be a long live. Now, the situation that Kevin McCall has found himself in basically triggered this live. Excuse me. So I was thinking about it. So I said, let's talk about it. And I don't want to talk about his situation per se. I just want to talk about, like the title says, kicking someone while they're down, right? And in that situation, him and Chris Brown been beefing. So they weren't friends. They're not friends currently. They were at some point, but they're not anymore. And apparently they've been beefing, having back and forths, whoopsie do, whatever. So then fast forward, Kevin done went through whatever he done went through in his life. And he has financial issues, right? So he was doing an interview and he decided to talk about it. I forget exactly how it came up because I didn't watch the whole interview. And he had a breakdown, started crying and whatnot. And then he mentioned how it's not fair that Chris is on tour making however much he's making while he is on EBT. He gets food stamps. So Chris responded, and the response I seen anyway, he had said or put up something that said, what was it exactly? You can't walk over a burning bridge. And then he said, you know what's funnier than a troll? I believe he said a broke one. Basically kicking him while he's already down. And I didn't particularly like that. I thought that was whack. But at the same time, Kevin did mention his name in that interview. So I wonder if Chris would have said anything had his name not been mentioned. I don't know. I still didn't like it because I don't feel like it's necessary. If you're already, if you have a someone that you got a beef with, or you don't mess with, they don't mess with you, whatever, and you find out that they found themselves facing hard times, is it really necessary to add on to it? Because don't you think they're already getting whatever they're getting? And what do you think you're going to get in return being that way? You know? So I want to talk about it. Like I said, not their situation, just like I want to have a broader conversation about it. But that is what prompted me to do this. So let's see. This might be one of them lives where I'm talking to myself, but that's all right because I did originally say I was going to go live at like 6 something. Excuse me, guys. Lord. All right. The phrase kicking someone while they're down means to hurt, criticize, or take unfair advantage of someone who is already in a weak, vulnerable, or difficult position. Simple, right? It is a metaphor for a cowardly or unsporting action, as it references the unsportsmanlike act of kicking an opponent who has already fallen in a fight. So, yeah, if you're already having an issue with somebody, right? And then you see they down bad for whatever reason, that right there should be enough. And not saying that you should be happy that somebody is going through something, even if it's somebody you have an issue with or that has done something to you, whatever the case may be. But they already down bad. They already got some stuff going on. That should be enough for you. Is it really necessary to take it to the next level? Mm-mm-mm. That's funny. They gave some examples. Bump it. Three. They gave three examples. Bump it. Let's do it since I'm talking to myself anyway. So it says example number one, examples of the expression. His friends started making fun of his new haircut, but after he found out he failed his exams, they realized they were kicking him while he was down and apologized. They're like, yeah, your haircut is trash, but dang, you done failed your test, your exam, we're gonna throw you a bone. Example number two says, when a business is facing bankruptcy, its competitors might be tempted to release an aggressive advertising campaign. To do so would be considered kicking them while they're down. Okay. So then give an example of a friend doing that. Then I gave an example of that happening in the business world. Let's see what this third example says. And then I'll see if anybody came in. Because I don't have my other device with me. So I had to go to the window that I had opened. All right, this is the last example. Someone whose partner is breaking up with them and is then fired from their job soon after is getting kicked while they are down. I'd say, imagine, God forbid, your partner breaks up with you, right? And then in the mix of that happening and you having to deal with that and get over it or whatever the case, your job tell you kick rocks too. That's the type of stuff that make people snap. No cap. So that's not even funny if that situation happens. No cap. All right, let me see. Hey, John Show. Good evening. He says, moving around. You hit the like button. Cool beans. You said I'm early. I'm early slash late. Or late slash early. Because originally I said it for I think it was 6:30. Then I'm like, nah. Then I think I said it for 9:30. Then I'm like, nah, I have time now. The time is 9. Well, welcome. I hope you had a good day today. Hope everybody had a good day today. All right. So let's see. I hope you did them push-ups. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. No, not that window. Silly. All right, so we went over the 3 examples that they gave of the expression kicking someone while they're down. I like the examples they gave. Simple. Like I said, they gave one example of somebody's friends doing that, another example of that happening in the business world, and then the third example of that happening in someone's personal life. Okay? So it says related phrases and synonyms. Okay. Why not? Adding insult to injury, which means to worsen an already unpleasant or difficult situation. Yeah, like they're already down bad. Like, what more do you want? What you want? Somebody to get to the point where they're ready to do something to you or themselves? Because I try not to be in the business of antagonizing folks. Not to say that I wasn't there at one point, but I didn't find it necessary to stay there, you know, to stay on being on that type of time. because it's not cool. And if you're a woman, it's not cute. You gotta just let stuff be and give it to God. And if God want to humble somebody or shell out some type of karma to them, or whatever the case may be, let them do that. It's out of your hands. Because once you start antagonizing and doing all that wicked stuff, what you think you gonna get? What you think God gonna have for you? All right, so that was the first phrase, related phrase. The second one says rubbing salt in the wound. That's an old one. To intentionally make someone who is already upset feel even worse. Why? What's the point? You know? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Jeez Louise. God, when you're not doing nothing, nobody want to bother you. When you're doing something, people want to bother you. But that's all right. That's okay. Let me see. You said you saw 9:30. Yeah, originally it was like 6:30. Hold on. Jeez Louise. Okay, sorry guys. I don't have my stuff together, but that's okay. But yeah, I had it set for like 6:30, I think. Then I switched it to 9:30. Then I said, Bumble, we about to do it now. Hey, Shelly. Good evening. I'm sorry, y'all. Good evening. Thank you for coming. Hey, F&M. Thank you for coming. Good evening. You guys agree with what I've been saying so far? Hey, Cutting Edge. Good evening. Listening and driving. Okay, well, drive safe. You said, what am I discussing? Just discussing kicking someone while they're down, and while we really shouldn't do that, even if it's somebody that we have an issue with or that's done something for us that we notice, found themselves facing hard times. That itself should be enough. If you're a type of person that feel like people need to get their just due, their karma. So if you see somebody getting their karma that has done something to you, that right there should be enough. We don't need to add on to it, because then once you do that, what do you think is going to come around to you? I don't think people understand exactly how this thing called karma works. Like, it don't have no sides, and it don't discriminate. Blaze said, Cap, she's not sorry at all. Blaze, bless your soul. Good evening. Thank you for coming. So yeah, that's the topic. That's what we talking about tonight. And it's tempting to want to kick someone water down that's done something to you, but it's not necessary. And if you do get off of somebody going through something or getting a karma, that right there should be enough. You don't got to do nothing extra to it, to add to it, you know? So yeah, let me see what else they had for us. Oh yeah, so we did add an insult to injury. We did rubbing salt in the wound. Ooh, twisting the knife. Twisting the knife. That means to say or do something that makes a painful situation even more agonizing for someone. Now, why do that? Especially if you're going to be the type of person that's going to be on some woe is me stuff. If that person who's already down that you kicking decides to take it to the next level, you know, are you going to play the victim? Or are you going to have the, I'm with it mentality, so it is what it is? Because either way, it ain't no good. Both being toxic as heck, in my opinion. And I forget which live it was where I said this, but we don't have the right or the ability to dictate how someone reacts when they feel like they're being disrespected, especially if it's a situation where they're already down bad and you kicking them while they're down. So now they're just like, I'm already at rock bottom. Let's turn it up a notch. Because what we perceive as someone going too far or doing too much, like I said before, to them, nah, they right on the money with it. So you have to keep that in mind too. Because something else I said is we don't think we need or we want to be given grace from someone until grace is needed. A lot of people have the F it mentality or I don't care, it is what it is, until it's not. And now they would like to receive some grace from that same person that they didn't show any grace to. And this is the real world. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Not everybody is a good person, and even good people have breaking points. That's why they call it snapping. You know what I mean? Like when I was going over the one example of the person, spouse or partner or whatever have you leaving them, and then all in the same boat, all in one swoop. Their job is telling them to kick rocks too. I don't know about y'all, but I've seen stories of people snapping because of circumstances. Regular people, no history of any type of mental health, nothing, but people just have breaking points. And that's just a fact. And then the last one is like a literal one. It says hitting someone when they are down, a direct synonym for the phrase. Like, yeah, so if you and someone is actually fighting, which people don't even do that anymore, someone will unalive you. It's not worth it. um, if you and someone find yourselves getting into fisticuffs and you get the best of them, so now, they're on the ground, you need to stomp them out, especially if they're on the ground and they ain't looking like they trying to do anything, like they're trying to get themselves together because now they found themselves on the ground, hurting somewhere, I'm sure. Is it necessary to stomp them out or to give them that last kick? I don't think so. I don't think it's necessary. Let me see what you guys are saying. Kicking the door, waving the foot. I'm telling you, people be thinking it's a game. This is not a game. You said good topic, V. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. People should watch who they are messing with. Some people don't have self-control. Some really don't. And then you have the situations, like I said, where some do, but that's just like the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they call it snapping or blanking. Like they were out their body for a second. That's a real thing. Even though a lot of people try to use that as a way to get out of being held accountable for what they did, but that is a real thing. And that's why they have something called what is it? Crime of passion, if I'm not mistaken. As a crime of passion, like you strictly just went off of emotions in the moment. It wasn't premeditated. You didn't give it no forethought. You snapped. That's an actual thing, you know? Let's see. Blaze said, very true. Majority of the time, I'll let ish go and move on. However, I can be morally flexible if need be. If they really have it coming, then I'll ask for forgiveness later. That is so annoying. We know that we are better than that, but I understand what you're saying. Because some people just really be violating, but God gonna deal with them. That's not that's not for us. That's beyond us. She said, I'm about to blink. I haven't heard that in a while. You know I got an old soul, girl. You know I don't belong in this era that I was placed in at all. But yeah, I don't find it necessary. People get what they get. What we need to be focused on is how we move in. So that way, what we get in return is nothing but love and good things. He said, I'm a play Gen X. I always get them confused. Like between what and what is considered a Gen X as far as birth years. I think I put a poem I did up about karma. I think it was a haiku. I forget if it was a haiku or if it was a short poem. Let me see. I think I see some snitching. Born in the 80s to the late 60s, I think, 45 and up. Okay. I'm definitely not supposed to be in the era that I'm in. You say, Blake said, beyond us. No. I understand. I understand. That's why we just have to be mindful of how we choose to maneuver in this world because not everybody's thought process is the same as ours. And like I said, with what is considered ODing to us, to someone else, they right on the money. They don't, it's nothing wrong with it. So that's how I was raised. That's why I understand. You say you tired. I dig it, girl. I'm already what, 36 minutes? I figured I'll probably go another like strong 14. Then we can get out of here. Well, I'll get out of here. If you're ready to go, I definitely understand. I appreciate you coming. I thank everyone. that hears me talking with 8 ears. Get what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. You said you don't mean sleepy, V. Oh, girl. Okay, I know what you mean. I was like, oh, you tired? Hold on. Ay, Dios mío. Blaze, why you always want to try to antagonize me? I disagree. You said, what you say? I feel like I've been in. Been in what? Because now you got me thinking about some Ben and Jerry's. Mm. Feel like you've been in what, girl? Now you the cap position because you be capping. You're not the opposition, you the cap position. I feel like I've been working in the chain gang and then black and white jumpsuit back in the day, shoveling ish on the side of the road in Shackles. I was working hard, boss. I sure is working hard, boss. Think I could take me a little 5 minute break? How you know how to tell time? Who taught you how to tell time? That's terrible. That's terrible. Oh my God, that's terrible. Chill, that's not even funny. But I I sure is thirsty, boss. I reckon you told me if I work real hard. Oh my freaking goodness. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God. Y'all remember in radio? I swear, Cuba Gooding Jr. Mm-mm-mm. Remember he was like, "Where my pie? Where my pie?" He wanted his pie. Like, stop playing with him. That's all he wanted to know was where his pie was. F and M, why you get me started? He said, "My name's Toby." Oh, my name's Toby. Oh God, y'all gotta chill. Why y'all get me started? Really, you. What the heck is wrong with you? And he said she was singing Negro spirituals. Oh my God. He said we're not in church. Well, you know what they say, when one or two or three, two or more gathers, there we have it. How's the saying go? And two or more gather, we got some church or whatever they said. Hey Rebecca. Rebecca, good evening. Girl, you're gonna have to catch the replay. So I'm gonna be out of here in about 5 strong minutes. I hope you're having a good day. What you say? Papa come to carry us home. Oh, oh my God. He said that's a big ass fro you got, V. Braid that shit or something. Nah, baby. Let my soul flow. Let it air out, honey. Mm-mm. But she said I'm rough and tough with my afro puff. Don't worry about it. This is the house of debauchery. I am. How are things with you? I'm so late. Don't worry about it, girl. I'm early late. I didn't have myself together at all. but that's okay. You said Buck got fired and stomped out for singing that. Yes. Swing low, sweet chariots, coming for to carry me home. Like, where's home? And who exactly is coming to carry me? What'd you say? Oh my gosh, that's silly. But Rebecca, to sum it all up, girl, it's not cool or cute or healthy to kick someone when they're down. Okay? So if you have somebody in your life that has done something to you and you happen to find out that they done received some type of karma, just be content with knowing that. Don't feel like you need to pile on. And not you, I'm just saying in general. Don't feel the need to pile on because what you get back from that may not be what you are equipped to deal with. Just let it be. They say give it to God. Let him deal with it. Okay. That's what this video was about. Towards the end, we just lollygagging because it's fun. So I shouldn't get even with V. Is that today's lesson? Hold on. Yeah, you should always chill on V. You know I'm sensitive. What you laughing at? Are you laughing at my singing? F&M? If we was on The Voice, would you press the little button? What the devil? No, can you hear me? Can you hear me? What in the world? Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Cool beans. I had went mute real quick. I know people probably get annoyed with that if they even notice. I'll mute real quick and have no shame about that. Some people don't know when to mute. Hey, Roy Lee. Good evening. But yeah, it's not necessary. And trust. What's the saying? It's no fun when a rabbit got the gun. Everything is funny until it's not. Okay? You may very well find yourself in a situation where you would like to be given grace and left the heck alone. And the last thing you would want or need is someone coming in with a pile on. Roy, I hope you had a good day. She's trying. You so cap. I'm gonna start referring to you as a cap position. But that's the gist of the video. You're gonna have to catch the replay if you're feeling froggy, boy, because I'm fixing to get out of here. You said I can't complain. Hope the same can be said for you. Yeah, I've been chilling. Not even gonna hold you. I've been chilling. Mm-mm-mm. Today's been a decent day, y'all. I don't have any legit complaints. That's a blessing. Now, what's wrong with you asking me good questions? Silly. But yeah, guys, I don't have nothing else that I want to talk about. The rest will just be lollygagging and chit-chatting. I appreciate everybody coming, and hopefully everybody that hears me with their ears gets something out of this. It's easy to be nasty. Let God handle it. Okay? Because otherwise, you may be the one to end up getting handled as well. Just some food for thought. And remember, don't take offense, take heed. Okay? He said, I'm going to watch the replay. Okay, Becca, thank you. That's a good song. I don't care what they say. He got to deal with God for what he did. Anyway, out of here. Bye. Good night.